Leading up to the start of the college football season, I'll be releasing my top 100 quarterbacks for the 2023 season. Every week, I'll be releasing 10 quarterbacks as we get closer to number 1. Last week, we talked about the quarterbacks I had ranked 81 through 90. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the quarterbacks I have ranked 71 through 80. Before we get to today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are that you love college football, and odds are you aren't subscribed to my channel. So make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. I'm posting a video every day leading up to the start of the college football season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. Is there a video you'd like to see in the coming weeks? Drop a comment down below and it could be my next video. Kicking off our list today is Sam Hartman's replacement at Wake Forest, MITCH GRIFFIS. After sitting behind Hartman the last 3 seasons, he'll finally get his opportunity. He doesn't have much of a sample size as he's only attempted 56 passes over his previous 3 seasons. We've seen what Hartman can do at Wake Forest over the years. Now, I'm not saying that GRIFFIS is going to be replicating those numbers by any means, but I definitely think he'll be pretty solid. Cal is going to be getting a really intriguing quarterback transfer in former TCU quarterback Sam Jackson. He spent 2 seasons with the Horned Frogs, completing 6 passes for 125 yards while adding 80 yards on the ground with 2 rushing scores. Jackson had quite a lot of hype coming out of high school as he was rated as the number 13 dual-threat quarterback of the 2021 class. Illinois picked up a pretty notable quarterback via the transfer portal in former Ole Miss quarterback Luke Altmyer. During his 2 seasons with the Rebels, he attempted only 54 passes as he was the backup quarterback both years behind Matt Corral and Jackson Dart. There was a lot of hype surrounding Altmyer when he committed to Ole Miss as he was a unanimous 4-star recruit. He was a top 5 player in the state of Mississippi according to 24/7 Sports. He was also rated as the number 11 pro-style quarterback in the nation by Rivals. He hasn't really proven much during his first 2 seasons, but I think being handed the keys at Illinois will allow him to prove why he was such a highly touted quarterback coming out of high school. Tulsa is going to have a brand new starting quarterback this season. BRAXTON will be their new starter. He saw some pretty solid action last season as he appeared in a total of 9 games, even making a couple of starts. For the season, he completed 92 passes for over 1,100 yards with 10 passing touchdowns. He also added 150 yards on the ground with 5 rushing scores. His best game of the season was actually in Tulsa's final game of the year on the road at Houston. Braxton threw for a career-high 315 yards with 3 passing touchdowns. He also added 50 yards on the ground with a rushing score as well. Up next is Georgia Southern, who's expected to have a quarterback battle, but I'm taking Davis BRIN to win that battle. BRIN actually comes over from Tulsa, where he was their starting quarterback for 2 seasons. In 2 years there, he appeared in 22 games. He threw for 5,400 yards with 35 passing touchdowns. His best season was in 2021 when he threw for a career-high 3,300 yards with 18 passing touchdowns. BRIN has had a number of big games during his career as he has 3 games with at least 425 passing yards. He also had 12 starts with at least 2 passing touchdowns, including a couple of 4 touchdown performances. It seems really unlikely that any other quarterback other than Davis BRIN will be named the starter for week 1. Houston is going to have a quarterback battle as well. If I were to guess this far out, I think it's going to be Donovan Smith who wins the job. He comes over after spending 3 seasons with Texas Tech. Over the last 2 years, he appeared in a total of 21 games. Last season was the best of his career as he completed a career-high 66% of his passes. He threw 12 passing touchdowns and also rushed in 7 touchdowns as well. The best game of his career came in 2021 as he was named the offensive MVP of the Liberty Bowl. In a win against Mississippi State, he had nearly 300 yards of total offense with 2 total touchdowns. BAZELAK is now at his 3rd program in the last 3 years as he transferred to Bowling Green. He started at Missouri, then transferred to Indiana last year, and entered the transfer portal once again this offseason. His career started off with a bang, as he was named the 2020 SEC Co-Freshman of the Year after throwing for 2,400 yards in the COVID-shortened season. In 2021, BAZELAK threw for 2,500 yards with a career-high 16 passing touchdowns. He transferred to Indiana last offseason, where his numbers took a hit all across the board. He completed a career-low 55% of his passes and threw for a career-low 2,300 yards. He also threw only 13 passing touchdowns with 10 interceptions. Still, BAZELAK brings experience, as he has 29 career starts under his belt with 7,400 career passing yards, 36 touchdowns, and a 62% completion percentage. Blake Shapen returns to Baylor for his 4th season. He made his debut in 2021, where he saw action in 6 games with 2 starts. Shapen completed 72% of his passes for 600 yards with 5 touchdowns. If you remember, he set a Big 12 championship record with 17 consecutive completions in the first half in the Big 12 title game. He appeared in 13 games for the Bears in 2022. He was named an honorable mention All-Big 12 by the league's coaches. He threw for 2,700 yards with 18 passing touchdowns. He also completed 63% of his passes, the 5th best in Baylor program history. His season also saw him rank 9th in passing yards and 10th in completions. After losing Jay Kaner to the NFL draft, Fresno State will have a new quarterback. They added former UCF quarterback Mikey KEENE via the portal. KEENE played in 11 games as a true freshman in 2021, completing 64% of his passes for 1,700 yards and 17 passing touchdowns. When asked to step in, he actually looked really solid. He appeared in only 4 games for the Knights last season, but once again looked really good when given an opportunity. He completed 72% of his passes for nearly 700 yards on only 60 completions. He threw 6 passing touchdowns with only 1 interception. Wrapping up today's video, we have TCU's new starting quarterback. Having to replace Max Duggan, they'll turn to Chandler Morris, who spent the last 2 seasons with the Horned Frogs. Morris made his first career start in 2021 in a win over Baylor, and earned Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week honors after totaling over 530 yards of offense, the 2nd best total in TCU history. His 460 passing yards were the 4th most in a game by a Horned Frog, and were the 3rd most in Big 12 history for a player making their first career start. Morris also got the start in the season-opening win against Colorado in 2022, but he left the game with an injury. He'll have a lot to live up to after Duggan's incredible season last year with the Horned Frogs, but I think Chandler Morris is the perfect guy to fill that job. Well, that wraps it up for today's list. Was there a quarterback that you think was ranked too high or ranked too low? Whoever it was, let me know in the comment section down below. Before you leave, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. I'm posting a college football video every day leading up to the start of the season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. Like I mentioned earlier, is there a video you'd like to see in the coming weeks? Drop a comment down below and it could be my next video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.